going to show you exactly how I book more calls on Skool so I can grow my Skool community, get more leads, and potentially get first paying clients, and that you can do so yourself. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. So we're going to get right into it. So first of all, here's my Tidy Cal appointment. So within the next few days, I do have 4 clarity calls booked, and I will end up getting a few more down the road about later this week, as I will continue the DM process. But I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing to get these clarity or discovery calls booked that end up leading to a sales call in the end, eventually, or hopefully, because it depends on the conversation that we have within the clarity call and seeing how I can help them. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I've been doing. Um, so first of all, if you are still stuck, if you're a Skool community owner or a creator that is just getting started, for example, one of the best things to do is not just stick with your own community and build your own community, but to be involved in other communities and being one of the top contributors actually uh, for that community. So for me, Synthesizer has been a community that I've been sticking with for months at this point. Um, this has almost been my primary community hub for reaching out to people, connecting with people, networking, um, and helping build the culture of Synthesizer. So of course, this is for educational creators that we want to get paid to change the world. So one thing is to involve yourself in a community that you resonate with a lot, that you love its vision, you love its mission, and then you love the people that are within it. So for me, Synthesizer has been an easy example of that. Um, and plus, there are 31,000 members, so there's a lot of people to reach out to, and there's a lot of people to build those connections. And um, one thing I do want to mention is that I'm not here strictly to make a sale or to make high ticket sales or poach other members. I'm here to protect the community. I'm here to make the community a better place than how I found it. So if I imagine myself, what would this community be like if I was not there? And if I was there, how can I make it better? And that has been my goal for my community. And as you can see, being in the leaderboard, this is like the easiest set of proof that I could share with you within Synthesizer. I am rank 8 on Synthesizer as like in comparison to the 31,000 members, I am rank 8. So I am one of the top contributors of Synthesizer because I love the community. I love everything about it. And it's so easy to immerse myself within the community so that eventually I could get more attention and attract more people into my offers, my community, and everything like that. So the first step for, in my opinion, is to get involved in communities that you love to be part of. So if that's Synthesizer for you, and if you're an educational creator, great. I love to see you in the community. That would be great. And yeah, I'm not much of an affiliate with it, but I mean it's free. It's absolutely free to join, and I'd love to see you there. And yeah, but anyway, that is the first step. I'd say the second step here is to involve yourself in comments and posts and just connect with people. Simply simple as that. So if they have like a pinned post, so this one doesn't really have a welcome post, but of course they have several pinned posts here from the host of Synthesizer and the owner. So the easiest thing you could do is to simply reach out to people or like make comments. Um, even that you can make fun ones, you can make fun comments, or you can make valuable comments as well. So, for example, this is a YouTube video that Aiden LaBrush sent about a day ago. 35 lessons from $350,000 on Skool. So he has a lot of authority within this, and he has a lot of lessons to take. And one of the things that you could do with your comments is to you can provide value within the post as well. So if there is something that stuck out to you, like a particular lesson, like book calls. This is the best way to understand what people actually want. So like that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to book calls to understand what people really want, what problems they're going through, what problems they're solving. And if I understand this and I have an insight that I want to share, then I can share that within the comments right here. And there are plenty of people that simply do simple comments like sending gifts and whatnot. You can simply stand out from the crowd by um, providing a valuable comment and an insight that you shared, some of your experiences with certain lessons that you've learned, even if it's just one lesson in particular with the post. And that'll help you stand out and get attention. And repeating that process day after day after day. So I think the key here is to like build notoriety, build trust and goodwill in the community so that people will start to see you more. People will start to be curious to click your profile, so they might click my profile if they see me in the comments or in my post, and they say, "Oh, here's mental momentum. Feel focused, finish more, scroll less. I'm a Skool creator. I'm distracted. I need to build focus. I want to lead a fulfilling life. Maybe I should join this community." So that's exactly how I've been able to get a hand more than a handful of my members, just simply by making comments and making posts on Synthesizer, and that is able to create opportunities to gather those leads and attract them, nurture them, and be able to book more of those calls. But another thing you can do if you don't like if your goal is to simply book as many calls as possible, one thing I don't actually suggest is inviting people into your community and simply going from uh, reaching out to them, like making a post or a comment, engaging with someone in the comment in the community, then reaching out to them in the DMs, and then giving them a link to a booking a call rather than joining the community. The reason why I say that is that if you want to maximize the opportunity to capitalize on these members in an ethical way, by the way, don't we're not here to poach. We're here to protect the community, like I said. Um, but if you want to do it in an ethical way, even it's still nice. It's still good to be able to send them straight to a call. And if you are someone that has already achieved a valuable outcome, if you already have an offer set in place, you could do this whenever you like. Whenever, like, one of the best, bigger things that we should focus on as creators, as entrepreneurs, is to simply get in front of people and see what problems we could solve for them. And the biggest way to do that is to honestly book calls, even those one-on-one calls, to see what people really need and to network with them. So here's a practical example of what I did to book one of the calls here. So Saad Shahid, this happened earlier today, I believe, and it was from one of the posts I made here 22 hours ago. And it was called "The Internal Struggle to Make Money and Help People." So this was a particular struggle that I go through, or I have been through a lot. So I had a discussion with a synthesizer member named Jack Schiller. So we were talking like briefly about limiting beliefs when it comes to doing what's required. So in my case, it was reaching out to people. It was actually doing the thing that I'm mentioning here in this video. So I would have this notion where I'm not worthy enough to reach out to these people because they were I believe they were way ahead of me, and sometimes I'd have these preconceived judgments about them that makes me hesitate to reach out to them. And even though I developed trust, authority, goodwill, and all that, I sometimes feel like I needed to give just a little more before I could start to ask for things. And I was going through this internal struggle and showing certain ways we could overcome this. Um, and it was resonating for a handful of people. I had 32 likes, 56 comments on it, and well, including myself. So quite a lot of engagement within this post within 22 hours. So this creates a lot of opportunity for me to reach out to these people if they're struggling with a certain thing, and for me to be able to help with these people. So, like I mentioned with Saad, Let me scroll down a little bit. This one particularly right here. So he was he really resonated with this post. And if you're watching this odd, I appreciate you, man. You're a huge shout out. Um, but yeah, uh, he connected with me very well. Um, this this was something he needed to hear, I believe, um, and I could resonate with it because he was going through a similar struggle that I did. Um, and this gave me an opportunity to reach out to him because I genuinely saw what he was going through. Um, so I reached out to him in the DMs because of this, and I will show you exactly what I did. So I sent out his personal Loom video in particular so that he was able to get the value I would provide, free value for him, showing him actionable steps and what he could take immediately to be able to book more calls and potentially get that first client at the door. Little did I know he had a client as well, but it was with a different offer, so that I thought he would offer, but that just sparked an opportunity to book a call. Um, so send him a TidyCal link. Of course, you could use another calendar link like Calendly or Cal. There are other calendar links. It doesn't really matter which one you use. It doesn't matter as you have one, right? So that's exactly what I did. I didn't send him to my community immediately. I sent him to book a call, and that's exactly what the result was here. And that was basically what I did for a handful of these two. Like Jason, he joined my community first of all. I didn't ask him to join, but he voluntarily joined my community. So Jason right here, or Jason, I'm sorry. I think it's pronounced Jason. um, yeah, I keep on saying Jason because his name has a an apostrophe in it. So, um, he's in a similar niche as I am, I believe. Um, and he's gone through a lot of it. He's gone through a lot of stuff. We talked for a handful of days. I probably could have booked a call a lot sooner with him than I did before, but eventually did book a call with him today. So there's that. And yeah, it's simply um, in, first in warming up your audience and warming up the people that you want to reach out to and book a call. I think the one of the better cases for Skool creators especially is to not really do cold DMs or cold calls. You can, it works, but I think you're going to do a lot more volume than you need to when it comes to successfully booking those calls with people that trust you. So a lot of people in Synthesizer, for example, trust me because I've been involved in the space for months, which is in one aspect of um, being able to get more clients is to have that trust, to build that trust and goodwill, and to volunteer, like actually reach out to those people because you can't expect for people to just book calls and give you the money out of a whim. You need to intentionally get yourself out there and get in front of these people so that you can solve the problems for them and actually uh, help them make a decision uh, to be sold on your offer. They need to make that decision, and you need to get in front of them because none of this is going to happen by accident, right? We just can't simply wish for making the $10,000 a month or the $100,000 a month, whatever dream outcome it is you want financially. You have to actually take the actions that are going to get you there. And my belief is that this is one of the best cases for a lot of people to get started with on Skool if they're wanted to not just grow their communities but to be able to uh, make beautiful money and make good money for the people that you want to serve by being involved in communities have that you have strong interest in and that are basically your ICP, your ideal customer profile. Um, so that's a big thing to understand. So if this helped, hopefully this video gain some clarity on what you can do, a little bit tactically on how you can book calls on Skool itself. But also remember, this is something you want to do ethically. You want to be able to involve yourself in communities that you really love and be the protector, not the poacher. Remember, the protector is the protector of the environment, right? You want to, you're the one that's carrying the gun, and you are the one that's protecting the endangered wildlife, like the elephants, right, in Africa. And you want to be the protector of that environment. So, and the poacher, he also has a gun, but he's there to kill and to get a profit. He's there to take. But as a protector of the environment, you're there to give, and you will get rewarded for what you give to that environment. So, synthesizer for me is the environment that could be different for you based on what your ICP is, what your target audience is, and but yeah, be heavily involved in those communities and give before you take. That's one key lesson. And then make opportunities to reach out to these people if you find that there is a need, that there's a problem that they're facing, so that if you understand, like if you can solve that problem for them, they will happily pay you, or at the very least become a case study for you to be able to help you build their business by giving you a testimonial, things like that. Either way, it's going to help you grow as a Skool community owner, and it's going to help you have a better life, fulfilled, and do good things. So hopefully this video helped, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.